Okay. Hello, hello, and welcome again to one of our MAP Chats, Marketing Accountability Partners. We get to profile some of my favorite people, our MAP members, who are small business owners and marketing people who are just trying to take their business to the next level. And we have one of my favorite people, Miss Pam Honeycutt, who is the marketing director for IIXCL Strength and Conditioning, a North Alabama based personal training gym and one of my safe havens, my happy place that I go to a lot. I'm so thankful to do that. So Pam, tell us a little more about you and your role and what all about IIXCL for our listeners.
Sure. Well, my official title is Director of Client Experience.
Oh,
so
I like that better.
Very fancy, isn't it? So I do handle the sales and marketing, and basically anything that touches the clients except for the training. I don't do that because, of course, all of our trainers are going to be nutrition and exercise certified, and I am not. But I do everything I can to shepherd them through that experience and make sure that it's pleasant and comfortable and exactly gives them what they need.
Well, and you do an excellent job because you've been a member of the gym too for a while, and that makes a big difference, right? In trying to help people understand what's different about this facility.
It does, because I'm so enthusiastic about it. It's done very well for me. I love the changes and the results that I've gotten from there, especially being, a menopausal woman. I can't believe the results that I've been able to achieve from being here. So I definitely speak from the heart. I think the thing that really distinguishes us is that we are a personal training studio, that our coaches are certified. They absolutely know everything they're doing, and they're going to take every individual that comes in from wherever they are and help them make a plan to get where they need to go. So it's a very unique experience for each person that comes here. Everybody's journey is a little bit different, but they're absolutely qualified to take everybody where they need to go.
And that's amazing. And I know personally, like I said, I've been with the gym for over 10 years, but just in the last year, all of the, evolving that Scott Miller, the owner, and the staff you guys have done to make us feel safe. Talk a little bit about that, because even though there's a lot of us getting vaccines, that's great. And a lot of people that are more comfortable in certain scenarios, and there's other gyms, like traditional gyms, that are open. What have you guys done over the last year to really make the experience safe and comfortable for anybody coming in?
Absolutely, man. We have definitely gone way out of the way to make sure everybody feels as comfortable as possible. Whenever clients come in, all the coaching and all the staff is always going to have our masks on. We're going to be sanitizing as you come in. There's a temperature check before you can go in the gym, and we double check that and make sure that happens every time. Once you are in the gym, you can stand comfortably in your spot. We have the 10 by 10 area that nobody else can come into. Any weights or any equipment that you touch will be sprayed and sanitized before you touch it and immediately after you touch it. The spot you were in will be mopped. I'm telling you, this gym is cleaner than my house ever hopes to be on a daily basis. There is so much cleaning that goes on, and I am so proud and so amazed at the dedication that everyone here has to making sure this is an absolutely completely COVID safe place. And knock wood, we've never had a single problem here. Like I said, we're socially distant no matter what we're doing, whether it's personal training or in class. Everything is sprayed, everything is clean, and everyone here is safe.
That is awesome. I love that. And like I said, from the time the doors open, I was going to be there because they had done just virtual. But the good news is you do offer. So give a little bit more detail on the services that you guys are offering now that has evolved over the last year.
Absolutely. The remote training has become a big thing. We do have several different ways to do it. We did have some videos and recordings that we offer to our members that you call, I did them, you did them, yep. That we can do in the bedroom. And then we also have a service that we go through that we could do a little bit more consistent programming, depending upon the weights you have. We have programs that you can do if you have just dumbbells. We have programs for body weight. We have something for anybody. Anything that you need to do, we can design a program for you to be able to do that remotely if you're not comfortable coming in. And all of that was developed and expanded, of course, over COVID.
That is awesome. So for the people coming into the gym, explain that it's like 2 or 3 ways that they can work out either as a group or individually. Like you have different systems for different types of people's, comfort level, not just because of COVID, but because of the way they work out. Some people are more, I like to be told exactly what to do, but then there's some people who like to do it on their own, and some people like to do it, in a bigger group. So explain your in-gym services.
Sure. Well, normally when we have people come in, we have them try the 28-day experience because we want them to get a real feel for what they're going to get from us. And we feel like 28 days is a good amount of time to see how your body is going to change and respond
Right.
to not only the training, but to the nutrition and supplements as well. So over that 28 days, you're going to get 2 strength training sessions a week. Now, those are going to be the ones that are smaller session from only 2 to 6 people. You're going to get lots and lots of individual attention from the coaches, some days, whether you want it or not. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of individual
That's right. No
attention.
slacking.
And that's going to be primarily weightlifting. That's heavier weights. And you're going to have a lot of coaching on form and making sure everything you do is absolutely correct and to your ability level. On the other side of things, we have the team conditioning, and that's a little bit more of a group atmosphere. And that's certainly something we're known for as well, that wonderful family feeling and camaraderie in the gym. You know, that's what drew me to it in the first place. And that's going to have these days between 5 and 15 people, still socially distanced, everybody in their spot. It's going to be a little bit more aerobically oriented, but it's still going to be weights, probably lighter weights, higher reps. And you might be doing things like split squats or burpees. Everyone loves burpees, things that are really going to get your heart rate up. So that's kind of the yin and the yang, the balance between the strength training and the conditioning. That's why we are IIXCL, strength and conditioning, because we want to have both of those elements in people's training. Some people tend to lean a little bit more toward one or the other, and that's fine. We have different programs that are going to support all those different goals.
Now, don't you have something for people that not like me, but like you, I think you participate in, and some other friends of ours from the gym that are more, it's on your phone or something. It's an app on your phone.
We do. We have a Bridge app. We have a couple different training systems that we use, and the Bridge app tends to be for people that are a little bit further along and don't need a whole lot of individual coaching, and probably frankly introverts like me. Everything is done on the phone. Your ability to check in, your ability to go through your different application. There's the videos that the coaches have done that help with form, and of course, you're still going to have all that individual coaching attention. It just tends to be something that you can do in a little bit more of an isolated manner if that's what you choose. We do have, of course, our other program, which involves a whole lot more coach interaction. If they tell you what to do and then you do it, and they tell you what to do when you do it. But we have different coaching systems for different people. And I think that's another part of what we deliver, what makes us so special, that kind of individual attention to detail.
I just love that. I love that no matter where you are in your fitness journey and no matter how you learn, it's like in school, everybody learns in a different way. Some people are visual, some people are small groups, some people are one-on-one, some people like just to be part of a pack. And you give all that. And part of that 28-day experience is you get to try a little bit of probably all of that, right?
You try a lot. You try a whole lot of different things for sure.
So who would you say, I know you have all kinds of ages and people in there, and I love that because I know my daughter used to work out with me and she's in her, she was in her teens at the time. But then, but as a rule, who would you say are your ideal target clients, at least for this quarter going forward?
Sure. Well, I guess our ideal client is going to be somebody probably more often than not over 30, maybe over 35. Someone who has probably participated in some form of exercise or sport at some time in their life. Sure. They don't have to be participating now, but their body has moved before. It's something that they have enjoyed at some time in their life. My background was karate. Other people is going to be, different sports they participated in. Mm-hmm. So somebody that's going to be so a little bit adept at being coached. It's something that they've experienced before in a team atmosphere. Somebody that loves that family spirit, that camaraderie, that loves to be around other people in the gym and be part of that group joy when you finish a good workout. You remember that?
I just miss touching people for high fives. Like we would high five each other and we would here and we would all run in a pack. And I can't wait till we get to that point.
I do miss that. Yeah. We have to do air high fives. But yeah, so somebody that's looking not necessarily for that quick weight loss, but somebody that's genuinely interested in their overall health, wanting to improve their overall health. Because we approach it in a very holistic manner. We're interested in what you eat, your nutrition, the supplements that you need, because you're not going to get all the nutrients that you need from your food. So people that genuinely want to work hard and see that progress over time and enjoy the benefits of it.
Exactly. And you did just launch something. So supplements, do you carry any particular kind of supplements? Like, do you have a brand that you guys recommend, or what, I mean, because supplements are something that's new to a lot of people, and they read all these different things, and they see all these, different ones from Costco to Walmart to whatever. And that's the scary thing, is to, eat or drink something you're not sure how that's going to affect your body. So do you have a line that you guys carry that you have vetted and you feel comfortable, sharing with your members?
Yes, absolutely. We do use .fit supplements, and you're right. You're absolutely right to mention that you can get supplements anywhere, but that's not going to guarantee the quality. A lot of the things you get over the counter, and that over the counter price, they're not really going to have a lot of what you need in it. So these are supplements we feel good about. We have protein. The main things that we tend to sell are, proteins that our bodies need, multivitamins, fish oil, probiotics, all these things that are going to contribute to your nutrients to give you what your body needs that it's not getting. I mean, if you don't eat fish a couple times a week, you're not going to get what you need out of the fish oil. And I definitely don't eat fish a couple times a week. There's even multivitamins for over 50 and under 50, targeted differently. So yeah, we stand behind our supplements. We feel really good about that brand. We feel good about recommending them. I take literally almost everything on the shelf. I know you take several of them as well.
If you don't use it, I mean, even if you get hurt and you can't work out, you can still be putting good things in your body. And just to know that, I know that Scott your owner went through a really, he looked at a lot of different ones because he had used them or he had clients use them. So I know I like using those .fit products, and they're really, they last forever. So you get for the money that you invest, you get a lot of use out of them. So
we do. I've noticed, I take, like I said, literally almost all of them. And I cheated a little bit over the last few weeks. I dropped off of one or two, probably because they weren't available. And when they came back in, I went, I'll put the clients first.
Sure.
Girl, I noticed. I mean, when I
really?
went and did my in-body analysis, which we can talk about, and
that's right.
started going up, and I was like, forget that. I got back on them. Everything is going back down smooth. So you start to really learn your body, and you don't think it's going to make as big a difference as it does. And then suddenly you notice, wait a minute, this is important.
Well, and I agree, because I know, so talk about the InBody. So that's a really cool tool that not everybody has, or if they have it, it costs extra. If you're a member of a regular gym, they might have something similar, but you usually have to pay extra to get that done. What is it that y'all use that really measures everything, not just the pounds?
Right, that is it. It is called the InBody, and whenever someone comes in for a 28 days or as a new member, one of the very first things we do in their success session is to put them on this InBody. I always say it's a fancy scale that knows more about you than you ever wanted it to know. Once you get up on that, it's not only going to tell you your weight, it's going to tell you your fat percentage, how much water you have, your lean muscle mass. It's going to give you such a beautiful picture of what's going on inside you. And when you combine that with our functional movement screen to see how your body moves, it's going to give us a really good picture of where you need to start, what you can do, what you can't do, what your body needs, how much water you should be drinking, what supplements you might be missing. So again, it's that individualized, personalized attention that enables us to look at each client and say, here's what you as a person you need, and here's how we can help you get to your goals.
Yeah, I know that InBody is not always my favorite thing to do, because, but it's usually because of what I've been doing up to that point in my diet. Because as Scott, the owner, Scott Miller, and any good trainer says, you cannot out workout a bad diet. And I have to remind myself of that. And so I've been back in the throes of eating better and trying to just be mindful of what I'm putting in my mouth and how much I'm putting in my mouth. Because so what happened was, my last InBody, the first of the year, I had kind of slacked off, not necessarily what all I was eating, but as much portion control for what I really needed based on my InBody calories. And so I wasn't counting anything. I wasn't measuring anything. I wasn't mindful. But I was working out. I was doing weights, and I was doing the strength training, and I was coming to the gym really well, right? So when I did my InBody, the good news was, because I had been doing all that workouts and I had been taking my Amino Boost, the .fit product, my muscle mass had gone up. So that was what you want. That's what's supposed to happen. But the part that I could have controlled better that I didn't, that the gym had nothing to do with, my diet. So my fat had gone up and my calories and my weight had gone up. And I was so devastated, but it was like, you can't run from InBody. I mean, once it's going to tell you the good things. That if you're doing good things, it's going to measure it. If you're not doing good things, it's going to measure it. So
it's going to.
And that you want to be accurate. You can't get better if you don't know where you're starting from. So that's why I love that system is. Well, so because this is about our MAP program too, because I'm trying to encourage and let people know, because the MAP program is not for everybody, but it is a program that I'm trying to grow and wanting to have, any small business who would be a good fit for this. So just in what you've been experiencing in the MAP program, and you knew me even before you were in this position, what would you say that you like about the MAP program, the Marketing Accountability Partners program?
Sure. Well, I haven't been in it a super long time, but I've known you a long time and I've seen it in action. And I think what I really like is listening to a couple things, the other businesses and their troubles are similar to my troubles.
Yes.
And sometimes, I can say something and they'll be like, oh, I know what to do about that. Or I can say, oh, I know someone you should talk to about that. And just being able to network that way and just sort of pick their brains a little bit. And the other thing I love is getting to pick your brain. I mean, you even ask me questions that I haven't thought about or ask me to think of them in a way I haven't thought about. And I got to tell y'all in the world out there, Melody, she knows a little of everything. You'd be like, have you thought about this? And I'm like, I've never thought about that. No. And then suddenly I'm thinking about things in a whole different way. So just getting not only your perspective and your individual attention, but the perspectives and attention of all the different members. I mean, you absolutely can't go wrong with that. Nobody can do it on their own.
Well, who would you say that, and again, I love hearing different people's perspective from the different industries they've been in or their length of time. Some have been in, like Keisha the other day, we talked, she's been in there since almost the beginning, versus you who haven't, as far as being in the actual MAP program. Who would you say that this program is a good fit for? Because it may not be for everybody, but who would you say it's a good fit for any new small business owner or marketing person who might be interested?
Well, I mean, I can't say that it wouldn't be for any small business person. I know, I used to run a small business and I know Scott does, and you have to do everything. You have to know everything. You have to be everything, and you can't. No one person can be all that. When you're that final person, when your employees and all know there's a problem, they all turn and look at you. You can't. There's no one else to turn around and look at. Right. So you are that person. You can say to your staff, I got this. I will figure this out. Then you go close the door and you call Melody. You say,
hope so.
Help me with this. So, I mean, every small business owner is in that spot. No one excels at everything. And so to have you and to have these other people to be able to go, I ran into this thing. I don't know what to do. What would you all do? To have other business owners who are also bearing that same weight as you. It's priceless.
Well, and I appreciate you saying that. And I feel the same way because I started this, as a lot of people may know, I'm also a volunteer business coach at a local nonprofit. And I just wanted to get some of these one-on-one clients in the room together because I was hearing a lot of the same questions and concerns, but we were finding different answers depending on where they were in their business growth, what their clients needed, what they needed, what budgets they had. And so I was like, man, I can't keep up with all this information and then, share it one-on-one. I want to get you all in the same room. And so that's what the MAP program is. But, it's not 50 people. It's like, 8 to 10 people. And the goal for me, because I could do this every day, all day, is to have multiple groups. And so, but the group we have now, we meet every other Wednesday and we do it by Zoom. So it doesn't matter where you are. And I love that people can, Zoom can be done on your phone. It can be done in your office. It can be done in your home office. But the goal is still to connect people and connect business owners and people who are doing the marketing for maybe another business and just need support, need encouragement, need to feel like I'm not alone. I actually may have a good answer for this question. I didn't know anybody else needed that answer, or I don't have a clue even where to turn for the answer to my question. And there's 3 people automatically that have 3 different great answers. So that's my goal for the MAP program, is to just encourage and educate and empower people like you and other small business owners and marketing people to just feel support. I'm here to support. And if I know it, I'll tell you. And if I don't know it, I'll find someone who does, or a resource that can help. So I'm so glad you've been a part of it this quarter. And what would you say is for second quarter, something that you guys are really promoting right now for the gym?
Oh man. Okay. Well, I've been trying desperately to get this online store because we do have merchandise and we're very excited about that. We love for our people to be proud of where they go to the gym and support that merchandise. And we've been trying to get an online store squared away where people can come in and see an example of it. Maybe just take a picture of a nice QR code and be sent out to the website. fancy dancy to be able to go ahead and sell it, because now it's a little bit more of a manual process. And
Right.
a few other things like our supplement club have kind of gotten ahead of that in the priority order, but I'm thinking this is going to be the quarter that we're going to get it done.
Oh, I'm excited because I love my IIXCL clothes and I proudly wear them the gym, the running greenway, whatever. I love them all. And I probably wear as much more IIXCL wear than I do these days than I do anything else, because I've got my leggings on now ready to go run or actually I'm going to the gym today. So I'm going to be wearing one of my tanks now that it's warmer, one of my IIXCL tanks. And I have long sleeves too, because I get cold. But anyway, I just really appreciate you being a part of the gym as a gym member, as well as a friend of yours. And I love IIXCL. I cannot say enough about this facility or the man who owns it, Scott Miller, who was one of my very first MAP members when we first started. And if you live in North Alabama or the Huntsville, Madison County area, I don't care where you go to the gym now, if you want results, if you want to feel like you actually are accomplishing things with the strength of your body and the look and the feel of your body, then you need to come and try the 28-day experience. So how do they connect with you online or social media, Pam?
Well, I would say the easiest thing to do, of course, you can go out to IIXCL.com if you want to check out our website and see a little bit more details about our programs. But if you want to reach out to me, I can be found at pamh@IIXCL.com. You reach out to me and I will be happy to talk to anybody about how to get squared away with that 28-day experience. I am an absolute raving fan. I could talk about it all day. I can't say enough good.
And you guys are also on Facebook and Instagram, right?
We are. We're not super heavy on Instagram. We're way more on Facebook. So you can go out there and look for our business page and find out a little more about us that way as well.
Awesome. IIXCL, 2XL.com. Best place ever, my happy place. So thank you so much, Pam, for coming on today and being a part of our MAP program this past quarter. And I look forward to working with you for second quarter.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Have a great day.
All right. Thanks, you too.